So good question. There are a couple overlapping reasons. The first is students, to best serve our students, and student interest is just exponential, seems to be growing. So the certificate program is space limited, so it only allows 12 students in per class year. So that was something that was difficult for us when we saw so many students interested in neuroscience, but we were unable to meet their needs in gaining entry to the very competitive neuroscience certificate program. So we wanted to best serve our students. We get emails from students that are interested in PC, interested in the neuroscience program, but are concerned about not being able to get into that certificate program rather. So the major was created to serve student interest. Another benefit of the neuroscience major is that it is possible for students outside of biology and psychology to opt into neuroscience. Previously, a student in chemistry, for example, could not be a neuroscience certificate student without a psychology or biology major. Another benefit is that the neuroscience program is going to increase PC's, I'd say, worldwide standing in innovation and meeting our peer institutions. So neuroscience is such a popular field and it's growing, and I think that it is going to be an admissions gain, and we want to match our peer institutions. We don't want students to turn us down for a competitor school that does have a neuroscience major. Jobs in neuroscience seem to be increasing exponentially. So in addition to student interest in neuroscience, we've seen I think 13% increase in the last 10 years in jobs related to neuroscience, and it's expected that in the next 10 years that will increase dramatically. And Rhode Island Commerce has pinpointed neuroscience as a field that is particularly interesting and growing in terms of the jobs that can be offered within the state of Rhode Island. So biology and psychology are the foundation of neuroscience. So students begin with 5 courses in biology and psychology combined. So introduction to biology, cellular and molecular genetics, introduction to psychology, and methods and statistical analysis in psychology. There are 4 other courses, 4 other foundational courses that are required of students. So those include behavioral neuroscience, neurobiology, philosophy of mind, and a senior neuroscience capstone course. So those are the 9 foundational courses or required courses. And there are 5 elective courses that can be selected by the student. And those include a wide range of courses, including human neuropsychology, psychological testing and assessment, data analytics, programming in Python, research in animal learning and cognition, histology and cytology, genetics, animal behavior, chemistry, human anatomy, physics. I could go on, but there are many courses that are relevant tools needed to understand neuroscience, or this relationship between the mind and the brain. There is a very high interest. I receive emails from students all the time that are prospective PC students that are interested in the neuroscience program. And again, previously, in the certificate program, you'd have a student come to PC and come here because they're interested in neuroscience, and then unfortunately not gain entry into the certificate program. So far, we actually already have 15 majors, even though it hasn't been officially announced. So we suspect that the interest will continue to grow. So the major is actually available now. So students have already been emailing me to opt into the major. So it is available now. I think that the major will make PC more competitive. Admissions has told us it will be an admissions gain. So I think, a lot of strong students are going to be choosing PC because of neuroscience, perhaps over our competitor schools. So we think that this will kind of give us an edge in that neuroscience is, I would argue, one of the most burgeoning fields out there.